So now let's see, we have one speaker, if he can address by something else. And I will request Mr. Tikhan, he is a student at Q Cluster Master. So he will talk about his views as a student, what he thinks about these problems or what are the root causes of it. We have max 10 minutes.
Hello everyone present here. So now we almost discussed so many points about the problems, how this is happening. So let's work on try to find that what are the root causes behind these problems. So we will try to find the root causes. Basically it says that whenever we try to deal or fight with some problem, we need to know the root causes behind that problem. Then only we can fight with that problem. Correct? We agree or not? Yes. If we know the root cause, then only we can fight with that problem. Now I will try to take few examples with our daily life situations. Suppose there is one shopping mall or one clothes shop and one lady is there. He is very fond of shopping. And she visits the clothing shop and there she deals with her mind whether to do shopping or not. Like we discussed in the previous slide that we need to think before we buy. I think one of you, someone made this point that we should think before buying. So this lady also goes to the shop and thinks that do I really need it? And then also she thinks that but I like it. There again comes this greed thing. I think we have one point over there, greed. And finally she decides that oh, it is so cheap, so let's buy it. And she does a shopping and goes to his home. After reaching to home, she decides again and thinks in her mind about the whole scenario she did in the shop, about what happened in the few minutes ago, and she realized that she did some research about this whole clothing fundamental, that whatever in the background things happen in this product, this clothes, and she found out after doing research that it contained these petrochemicals behind these clothes, and it is basically a non-biodegradable product, these clothes. And in the last, she decides, she gets the final result that everything is a non-biodegradable. It is complete waste. You can see from the picture. So now let's go in another example. We did this example and let's move a little advanced. Suppose a big factory is there. A big factory setup is there near a lake, industry near a lake. So we all agree after this whole seminar till now, we all agree that to maintain the sustainable environment, there should be equal flow on both sides. Whatever we are using, it should be replaced back. Correct? Then only it will be sustainable. We need not worry about anything. That okay, we should be sustainable and all. So this is about the equilibrium, equal on both sides. And here comes, as per our actions in this world, in this earth, we act like we are having another planet in some another place, and that is why we are so much unsustainable in this earth where we are actually. We are not thinking about this. And thus, this equilibrium is not maintained. And that is why this unsustainable happening. As a result, if we go back to the story about this industry near the lake, the condition is, the situation is that the environment is affected, the water is gone. As a result of which, the economy collapsed because of the no water, the industry stopped working, and as a result, the factories closed. And next, because of this, the people in the surrounding who were working in the factory, they also lost their jobs because the company is closed. So we can see here how everything is connected here. The environment, the economy, and the society. How everything is connected, and this uncertainty is occurring here. Now, that lady who was doing so much research in the background, now she feels that the price was so cheap when she bought, but now in the present scenario, she feels that it was not actually the low price, it's so high price. Don't think that it is in the high price in the money amount. It is high price because of so much things it was going on in the background. Because of so much losses in the environment, economy, and the society. Now she feels that it was actually high price. And now she grieves. She becomes very sad. She feels very sad that, oh my God, in the background so much thing happened. And this is called the ignorance. I think one point is there in the ignorance. Yeah, the third point. This ignorance is that we know everything. Like she got the information, but then also we can't do anything. And this is only the ignorance. And my master Sisi Thakur, he told that ignorance is the root cause of grief. Now let's move to a higher level of this example. Suppose we all got adequate knowledge about these unsustainable things. Like suppose you are all present here. Like this only, some people from the sustainable department went to this industry and they conveyed the points that okay, you should stop using more water. By this we can at least save our environment. But then also, after they got the knowledge, they didn't listen. And they continued to carry their work. And it says, it doesn't apply to me. Like they don't even care that we must act upon the environment, how to save it. And there also, one guy says that we are living in this planet and by the belief that someone else will save it. Like we discussed one point, someone, that I am not doing it, maybe someone else will do it. I must enjoy and let other act upon my enjoyment. Correct? And this is called the negligence. We neglect, knowing the fact that what is causing this unsustainability, we neglect the things. And with this also, the condition remains same. If you look about this story, the conditions remains the same. And we have this negligence is the cousin sister of misfortune. This negligence only is causing our misfortune. Now let's move again a little bit higher. Now suppose everybody have this knowledge. We do not feel ignorance, and we also don't have this negligence. Now what? We have, and also we are motivated with the knowledge. We all acquired this knowledge, how to be sustained. Do you think that with this idea, we can be a sustainable environment? We will have one sustainable environment? Do you believe?
Practice makes a man perfect, so I think if we practice and we'll get the target.
But yeah, after this also, I think that we will even face this uncertainty. Why? Because many of us we have this ego problem. Then also we have these high expectations. Many of us have very high expectations. And one more is we are very afraid of this failure, that we will be failure. And these are basically the weaknesses. And one of my former speaker was speaking about this. One proverb that you are responsible. Here this you is not us, but these weaknesses inside us. This is the real weakness. And you are responsible for this. And all this, in my presentation, all these ideas and these thoughts are collected from this book, which is Satyam. It is written by my master and it is called as Pursuit of Truth. I gathered all the information from this book, where I can find the first line of this book is that first of all, we must wage war against on the weakness which is inside us. So, in my presentation, we basically found out these three main points about this unsustainability, why it is occurring. The ignorance, the negligence, and finally the weakness. And from this, I conclude that all the ideas and activities that lead towards this cause and how to deal with this situation, the ignorance, negligence, and weakness, are only called as spiritualism. Thank you.